Best places to visit in Turkey. Turkey has served as the crossing point between Europe and Asia for countless years. It is a country rich in history, with a terrain that includes beaches and towering mountains. Turkey boasts a wide range of civilizations thanks to its history as a hub of trade and cultural exchange. The country's delectable culinary landscape, countless religious monuments, and ancient sites all bear witness to the wealth of culture and influences that have shaped the region where East and West collide. Most travel itineraries include Istanbul, the former capital of the Byzantine and Ottoman empires, but there are many more wonderful places to visit. You can spend your time here relaxing at upscale beach resorts along the Aegean Sea, seeing the Greco-Roman culture in Ephesus, sleeping in boutique hotels inside caverns, and flying over the strange landscape of Cappadocia in hot air balloons. Here are some of Turkey's top tourist destinations. 10. Ankara. Ankara, the capital of Turkey, is a vast, up-to-date metropolis that is home to governmental structures, commercial establishments, educational institutions, and foreign embassies. Ankara, which is in the geographic heart of Turkey and the Anatolia region, serves as a critical transportation hub that connects both locals and visitors to the country's other significant cities. Ankara is not just a business city, though. A few historic sites and a few works of art and culture are also available in this thriving metropolis. Ankara is a historic city that was formerly home to people from many different cultures, including the Hittite, Greek, Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman. The Citadel, a Roman theater, and the Temple of Augustus are a few of the more renowned examples. There are also numerous old mosques all across the city. Anıtkabir, a significant monument from the 20th century, is a mausoleum where Mustafa Kemal Atatürk's burial is located. 9. Mardin. Mardin, the provincial capital of the Mardin province, is located in southeast Turkey on a prominent hilltop with a view over the Mesopotamian plains. Mardin, one of the oldest towns in the area, is renowned for its old city's sandstone buildings that cascade down the hill and its cultural richness. Walking is a convenient way to explore Mardin's old city. Visitors can stroll past terrace homes and well-known attractions like the Sultan Isa Medresesi, a medieval structure that previously served as an observatory, and Deir's Zafaran Monastery, one of the oldest monasteries in the world. An Islamic school from the 14th century, Zinciraya Medresesi, has lovely courtyards and artwork. 8. Konya. Konya, a sizable city in Turkey's central Anatolia region, is one of the oldest cities in the world and is well known for its amazing Seljuk architecture and whirling dervishes. Under the Seljuk dynasty, Konya flourished as a capital city in the 12th and 13th centuries. There are some beautiful structures from that time period that can be seen today, such as the Alaeddin Mosque, which contains the tombs of various sultans. The Ismaner Medrese, which is now a museum and houses antiquities from the Seljuk and Ottoman periods, is another well-known illustration. The Seljuk Palace is equally worthwhile to visit despite being in ruins. One of Turkey's biggest skyscrapers and a modern architectural marvel is the Seljuk Tower, which has a rotating restaurant on its top 2 floors. 7. Antalya. Antalya is a sizable, energetic city that welcomes travelers with its abundance of resorts, hotels, bars, and restaurants. It is nestled along the stunning Turkish Riviera on the Mediterranean coast. Beautiful beaches and mountains covered in luxuriant greenery and scattered with historic ruins wrap the city in breathtaking beauty. Antalya has activities for all ages, from swimming and sailing to mountain climbing, sightseeing, and family time. A stroll around Kalisi, the old quarter, provides a glimpse into the city's ancient past with views of the old city walls, Roman gates, confusing streets, and historic buildings like the Clock Tower, and lovely older churches, mosques, and temples. The Cumhuriyet Square, located in the center of the old quarter, is flanked by stores, cafes, Turkish baths, and street performers. 6. Marmaris. Marmaris, one of Turkey's most well-known coastal resorts, is surrounded by picture-perfect scenery, including pine-covered mountains, sand-white beaches, turquoise waters, and ancient buildings. This magnificent cruise port, which is situated on the Turkish Riviera in southwest Turkey, is a tourist haven with outstanding sightseeing options, water sports, delicious restaurants, and a vibrant nightlife. Visitors to Marmaris will be overwhelmed by the variety of things to see and do there. The ancient quarter's cobblestone lanes can be explored for beautiful architecture, and trip to the Suleiman, the magnificent castle, which dates back to the 16th century. Visitors can take a variety of boat cruises to explore the scenic bays and nearby settlements. 5. Side. Alexander the Great invaded Side in the 4th century BC, when it was a significant harbor in ancient Pamphylia. Today, Side is a gorgeous town with historic remains and contemporary resorts that look out onto sand and white beaches. Side is a wonderful destination for sightseeing, partying, and outdoor activity. It is situated on a small peninsula in the Antalya province along Turkey's Mediterranean coast. A site of ancient Hellenistic and Roman ruins that has been excavated inside is its main draw. These ruins include the remains of a huge amphitheater, an agora, a Byzantine basilica, public baths, marble columns, and several temples. A museum with a collection of Roman statues and antiquities is currently housed in the reconstructed Roman baths. The Temple of Apollo, which overlooks the beach, is a magnificent sight, especially at dusk. 4. Bodrum. The ancient fortified city of Halicarnassus, which is now known as Bodrum, was once home to marble structures, temples, statues, paved streets, and the mausoleum, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It is situated in the Mughal province, in the southern Asian area of Turkey. The city was in ruins and a sleepy fishing village until Turkish intellectuals popularized it in the 20th century through their writings. Today, tourists from all over the world come to Bodrum to enjoy its fascinating ruins, gorgeous beaches, and cliff-top resorts. 3. Ephesus. Ephesus, a historic location in Aegean Turkey, was the most comprehensive classical metropolis in all of Europe. One of the biggest cities in the Roman Empire by the 1st century BC, Ephesus was home to the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. One of Turkey's most well-liked tourist destinations is the well-preserved Ephesus ruins, which are part of a sizable archaeological site. Although Ephesus was recognized as a Roman town in 133 BC, it took another 200 years for the city to reach its apex. Ephesus once had more than 250,000 permanent residents when it served as the capital of Roman Asia Minor. While residing in Ephesus, St. Paul promoted Christianity among many other faiths. Ephesus' decline began with the deterioration of its harbor and the sacking of the city by Germanic Goths in the 3rd century. 2. Cappadocia. Turkey's Cappadocia in central Anatolia is well known for its fairy tale-like scenery of bizarre structures that resemble chimneys, cones, mushrooms, and pinnacles. These peculiar structures were fashioned over time by natural processes including erosion and previous volcanic eruptions, some of which reached heights of 130 feet, 40 meters. But by chiseling homes, churches, and underground cities out of the soft rock thousands of years ago, humans added stunning embellishments to the environment. 1. Istanbul. Istanbul, the largest city in Turkey and one of the biggest cities in the world, was once the capital of the Ottoman and Byzantine empires. Istanbul is the only city in the world to bridge 2 continents, covering both sides of the Bosphorus, a waterway that separates Asia and Europe. Istanbul is one of the top tourist destinations in the globe thanks to its impressive architecture, historical landmarks, cuisine, shopping, nightlife, and exotic environment. Hagia Sophia Mosque. The Hagia Sophia, or Hagia Sophia in Turkish, serve as the emperor's haughty declaration to the outside world of the wealth and technological prowess of his realm. The center of the world, according to tradition, was the place inside the church that housed the throne of the emperor. The Hagia Sophia has remained one of Istanbul's most beloved landmarks throughout its conversion to a mosque after the Ottoman troops invaded Constantinople, to its subsequent conversion into a museum in the 20th century, and its reconversion back to a working mosque in 2020. This stunning mosque, now more often referred to as the Blue Mosque, was Sultan Ahmet I's magnificent architectural gift to his capital. Head underground at the Basilica Cistern. One of Istanbul's most unexpected tourist attractions is the Basilica Cistern. The Byzantine emperor's imperial water supply was previously kept in this enormous, palace-like underground chamber, which was supported by 336 columns arranged in 12 rows. Emperor Justinian completed the project in the 6th century after Constantine the Great started it. Many of the construction's columns, which have beautiful carvings, were repurposed from earlier classical constructions. The column bases in the northwest corner, known as the Medusa stones with their carved Medusa heads, are the most well-known of them. The wonderfully lighted columns and the gentle, constant trickle of water all around you make for a truly atmospheric visit. 2 Taksim Cappadocia funicular. Connection between Taksim metro station and the Cappadocia tramline station. The ride on this contemporary, air-conditioned funicular lasts just 2.5 minutes. From Cappadocia, you can take the T1 tramway line to Eminönü, Sultanahmet, Grand Bazaar, etc., stroll to Dolmabahce Palace, take quick ferries to Kadki or the Princess Islands, or all of the above. That's it for today's video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for future updates.